Hey everybody, I'm Sherry Smeraglia and I'm here with Carol Tuberville, and we are discussing our vaccination protocol that goes home with our clients. And there's been some concerns that have arisen lately, and we wanted to just, as we're discussing these concerns, bring you guys in on it because we feel like this will answer a lot of the questions that you all are having, and it'll save a lot of emails and phone calls. So Carol, what's going on with the new research and all the findings that you have come across with the lepto vaccination and the clients that are calling you, especially the prep school clients, because their dogs are at a different age frame? Tell us what's happening with that.
Well, we've recently changed our health guarantee and our health record that we send home with our puppies because we noticed a trend in puppies reacting to the Leptospirosis vaccination. And so we've come through, and what we were seeing was severe reactions. It wasn't a little bit of swelling, it wasn't just a little bit of an allergic reaction. We were seeing some really, really severe reactions. And a lot of clients are asking then, what did you see? Well, we were getting clients who were calling because their puppies were having seizures, they were falling over, not able to have balance, and all of these were reactions that they were having to the lepto vaccine.
It was very severe neurological reactions, I mean scary reactions.
Yes.
And we have been tracing this for years, tracking when we would get this report back from a client, what just happened. And we were able over the years, because we are all about research and development. We don't just raise our dogs and just give them what everybody says to do and go with it. We started tracking this and we found that there was a pattern.
Yeah, and with the pattern that we found, I reached out and talked to a few vets, a few researchers in the field, to the pharmaceutical company that puts out the vaccine, and we discovered that there's actually a genetic marker in the English Golden Retrievers, and because we have English Goldendoodles, that's where it's coming from. So there's actually a genetic predisposition within the English Golden Retrievers, and so now they're hybrids that leads to a stronger likelihood of a severe reaction.
How do you think this would affect our Schnoodle clients? Are you seeing a reaction in any of the Schnoodle?
I have not seen a reaction in any of the Schnoodles.
So that really does prove the research, because we do have a Schnoodle program and our Schnoodle clients, and then our Goldendoodle clients, we are able to see that it is affecting one particular breeding.
And so when we were seeing these severe reactions like we were, and the conversations with clients are, for us, we love every single puppy that leaves here. Every single client that we work with becomes a part of our family, and it's so upsetting when they get a puppy and they're on their way home from the vet, or they get home and then they go to work and come home and find their puppy having seizures and things like that. That is such a scary thing for us too. So we took these steps to make sure that clients are aware that there is a strong likelihood of a reaction to that lepto vaccine. Well, here lately I've been getting a lot of clients calling and asking, well, my vet says it's required, that they know it's a non-core vaccine, but it is required, and that the newer lepto vaccine is not as likely to cause a reaction. Well, here's the thing. The vaccine did change about 2 years ago, and in all honesty, we've actually noticed this increase, and it's gotten worse in the last couple of years. So it might possibly be linked to this, but what your vet needs to know and needs to hear is this isn't us just saying, oh, I don't want to give my child this vaccine because it might cause this over here. This is us saying we know as breeders and working with these dogs and with our clients.
And this is English line. You've got to realize this is the English Goldendoodle line. And Carol, I think as a client, I've heard this question and it's legitimate. What is the risk? Compare the risk of not getting it versus the risk of getting lepto.
I think that that's a conversation that you have to have with your vet because it's regional. For us here, it's not worth the risk because lepto really doesn't exist in this area. Most of our vets don't even vaccinate for lepto. It's something that you have to request. In other areas, I know I talked to a client this week, their vet had actually seen 2 cases of lepto in the last 4 weeks.
So they've got to make that decision.
And here's what our contacts are recommending to us. Try to be over a year of age. If it's something that you know is in the area but there's not high risk and your vet's saying you have to get it, the dog needs to be over a year of age in order to do that and be a little safer. And no matter what age you do the vaccine, whenever you do it, whether it's the first time, the third time, or the 5th time, whenever you do it, take your dog to the vet, drop them off, let the vet do the vaccine, and have the dog stay at the vet. Because what our concern is, and where we get alarmed about this, is The side effects we're seeing are neurological, which indicates that the brain is swelling. Well, the problem is the faster you get on top of that and get that back under control, the less likelihood you have of long-term damage done to your puppy or long-term damage that's going to be there in effect later on. If your vet is telling you you need to vaccinate, please do it in-house so that your vet can for sure be right on top of it if there is a reaction and give immediate treatment.
Now, one of the reasons that we are taking this strong stance is because we want you to understand how serious this is. And as you have multiple vaccinations and as they build up in your dog system, you can have a reaction like one of our clients did at their 2-year evaluation. They went in to get their boosters and everything, and it was like the next day their dog just literally went insane. And so it is so traumatic. It's such a horrible experience to go through that we want to warn you. We want you to know this information so that you can't ever say, well, why didn't you tell us? We are here telling you this today. And if you vaccinate your puppy with lepto and you have these side effects, these symptoms, severe aggression that develops, neurological issues, imbalance, they can't walk, insane barking, just abnormal behaviors, you can know that it was related to that, and that is not something that we can cover in our health warranty because we're taking this stance because we care so much. We don't want you to do something without really being informed and educated on the medications that you're giving your dogs and the vaccinations.
Well, and like you were saying with the lepto, the second one, the third one, everybody knows that, they tell you get stung by a bee, you have a little reaction, the next time your reaction could be worse and then worse because that anaphylactic reaction can get worse each time. So same thing, you might be okay with an earlier vaccination, but then as you add more, that's when a reaction can occur.
All right, so thank you so much. If you have any questions about this, please feel free to email or call us.